Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Haven't posted one in a while, haven't done an agency update in a while. Been pretty busy, and I thought I'd jump on today and actually go through what has been going on. So yeah, let's jump straight into it. So the things that I want to go over in this video is December as an agency owner, what's been going on with my agency and the current clients that I've got, predictions for January in terms of what I'm looking to do in January, the ads I've ran during the last 3 weeks for the agency, and what I've recently generated from it. So yeah, I'll start off by talking over the current clients that I've currently got. So my current clients that I've got is 5. One of them that is not starting ads till January, which I've spoke about multiple times now. A new client that I signed in the previous video that I mentioned. I've got 2 tree surgeons and a different type of company as well on. Now, at this current point within December, I've had 2 of them from that 4 that were live and doing ads actually say they want to stop because they have on month rolling contracts and they want to start in January again. So they don't want to. It comes to that sort of time where things get a little bit tight, so they thought, okay, we'll start in January. And one of the companies, they don't actually run ads in December at all, just purely because of the product they sell. So I was like, okay, that's absolutely fine. They've both signed contracts to start in January, which is good. So they'll be starting up then. The current guys, I've been just slowing down the ads a little bit because it's that time of year where you don't want to waste your budget at all. So I've sort of slowed down it, and I've had to create a couple of new ad campaigns, and I've also got some new ideas for actually creating some storm specific ads for, I mean, we're in the UK, we get storms all the time, tree surgeons are always called out, so storm specific ads that are going to be rolling in the background will generate a lot more work as well. So we're working on those for our clients. So now I want to come on to actually predictions for January and also the ads I've been running for Avo, because they've actually generated me some pretty good results. So as mentioned in the last video, I started running ads for my own agency, and I created videos, I created the script, and I got them published a week after that video went live. So they'd been running for around about 3 weeks. For the first week, I literally saw no results, no leads come through. I was a bit worried. As again, I mentioned, I was pretty scared of actually running these ads and spending my own money on the ads because I didn't know what I was going to get in return. And I didn't really want to seem like everyone else in terms of an agency owner, where I knew I was in a different niche and I knew there was not many people in the niche that I'm in, but I thought it would be a little bit scary in terms of doing that. And yeah, I had to jump straight into it. But over the course of the next 2 weeks after that, I generated my first lead, which I was really happy with. Didn't really pick up, was pretty dead lead. The second lead, though, that come through was a really good lead. It was someone that I'd spoke to before, but he didn't realise that it was me, opted in, and he wanted to really get some more work. It's a very big tree surgeon company, and we've had some really good conversations. We're now on sort of the par of of actually going through, and that's within the next 2 weeks, depending on if you can get the video back for the ad. Also, I had another fairly decent lead come through, which I'm just following up with at the moment. But again, sort of a busy time for the tree surgeons at the moment because of the storms. So, I mean, it's just a case of making sure that we can jump on that call. Other than that, the other leads, which I generated a total of 6 at £33, were pretty dead and they're not really answering. So there's something that I need to work on there, but I got some data from it and I can move forward into actually running them in January and running them a little bit better when we've got most of the people that we've got on actually starting ads and actually starting to generate some revenue for Avo as well, which is something that's really good. Now, other than that, with the predictions for January, we're looking like we're going to have around about 8 to 9 clients on. And the other clients that I haven't mentioned in here is obviously the one that I just mentioned from the ad, but I had one come through from my TikTok, and I also had one come through from Messenger, and I also had one that I followed up for that I spoke to a long time ago, and that I just followed up with to see if they still were interested, and we got in conversation, and he's starting 2 weeks before Christmas. But the other 2, one starting in January and one's the contract sent over, which is the guy from TikTok, and he's meant to be signing it this week or next. So at the moment, we're looking on track to smash that client goal of 7. Just hopefully, if I can get those last 2 signed for this month, and then in January we'll be starting around about 7 or 8 clients live and going through to actually smash January. So yeah, I mean, that's everything to do with sort of predictions for January. I mean, we've got quite a few new clients that are hopefully going to sign on, so it is looking good in that aspect. It's just a shame, obviously, about the ones that need to start up. But I mean, that's something that I would mention. I would say if you're rolling on just month-to-month contracts, it can be quite difficult because people can stop whenever they want. But if you do put an agreement in place where it's 3 to 4 months, it does really predict cash flow and helps you out in terms of people stopping and starting, because they have to give a 30-day notice period if you have that in the agreement as well. So that's something that you can do to stop that, and that's something I will definitely do for all clients, unless it's a trial. But I will stop the month on month, because it's something where it's unpredictable for certain months, and it sometimes can actually knock you, especially if you're a small business and you're just starting out or you're just trying to push forward. But yeah, I mean, other than that, I wanted to talk on today in terms of December and running an agency and how it can be difficult, but not a time where you need to just stop your agency. So, I mean, sometimes you may think, oh, no one's going to buy the services in December. It's coming up to Christmas. No one wants to grow their business now. They're just going to knock off early. You've got sort of to get your head around that. So, like, that is the case with some businesses, but some businesses work all the way up until Christmas. Some businesses want to prepare for January. So if I could give any advice, it would be to not stop outreach or not stop trying to obtain clients and grow your agency within December, because I did that last year, and in January I really, really suffered, and it got me to a shit place in January. I was just not there. I had no clients, and it was all because I didn't put any effort in December, because I thought, oh, I'm just going to chill out because everyone else is chilling out. No, they don't do that. And that's something that I'm not doing this December either. I'm pushing forward on both businesses that I've got. This especially because if I can get everything that I can ready for January, we can kickstart the year smashing January. And that just starts off the year brilliantly, because it's something that I can really feel for January. It's going to be good for this agency and good for Avo and good for the other company. But yeah, that's just one thing that I would say is just do not knock off now. Keep pushing until the end of December and then move into January and feel a lot better about your business and you yourself. But yeah, like I say in every video, if you've got any questions or you'd like to see any type of content or you want anything answered, drop a comment. And if you're new here, subscribe and drop a like. If you like this content, I'll be posting it every other week. And yeah, if I don't post another video up until Christmas, have a nice Christmas. But yeah, keep growing your agency and keep smashing it. Catch you in the next video.